and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. And just like I promised in the short I put out the other day, I am doing a giveaway. And this is the giveaway. I still have it all packaged together. I have not opened it yet. And I just wanted to show how much love and beauty this woman has put into this packaging. Oh my gosh, I feel so special now that I have it out and just looking at it. She wrote me a note. This is Gabby with Money with Gab on YouTube. If you do not know her channel, which I think a lot of you probably already do, go check out her channel, Money with Gab. This is her little business card. She is on Instagram. She's on all the things, her email. I'll put all this information in the description box below, and you can check out all her stuff. But I am so excited to get into this. Now, Money with Gab, I met her online on YouTube last year sometime, and we were due, I know, it was before July of last year, I think. Because I remember she had bought certain stickers from a sticker company I used, and it was the same ones that I bought, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And we started chatting. And she's part of the military community. I've been part of the military community, even though my husband's retired. He's still actively a part of it as a civilian. And so we kind of get each other in that kind of way. And her channel has just grown phenomenally. She does cash stuffing videos. She does savings challenges, and she is a family of 5, 3 little girls, I believe, and her and her husband, and they're both full-time working, and she is just a rock star. She does it all. And I absolutely adore her channel, and I love her to death, and love chatting with her and supporting her channel, and now supporting her Etsy store. Now, I'm not on a debt payoff journey at the moment. I'm keeping myself out of debt. I did get myself out of debt with my husband, consumer debt, October of 2020. But now we do have mortgage debt, but we're not focused on paying that off because we're not sure things up in the air and trying to make those decisions. But I do have a budgeting channel, and most of you are still working your way out of debt, or maybe all of you are. I have no idea. But if you are working your way out of debt, she came up with a concept that I really am kicking myself for not coming up with before. She came up with something called the debt diary, and that's what we're going to look at, is her system on the debt diary, the way she worked it out, and it is awesome. I've seen a few reviews already. I know what it looks like. Handmade with love. I can't wait to get into this. So she wrote me a little note. I'm going to see the little note here. And it just says, oh, look at this. It's got a sticker. I believe in myself. And that is so important, to have that positive attitude and positive thinking and believing in yourself. Having the sticker in here is really, really cool. I believe it's like a vinyl sticker. It's very shiny. Very cool. Nice quality. Excellent. Excellent. I don't know if she did that herself. You would have to ask her. But if she did a great job. If not, that's okay. She got a great sticker. It says, Lisa, thank you so much for purchasing from my shop. I appreciate you choosing my debt diary for a giveaway item. I truly hope it helps the winner on their journey. And love, Gab. So I am so excited, and that is what this whole thing is about. So before I really dive in and just show you everything in the diary and do all the fun stuff, let's get all the kind of rules and stuff for the giveaway out of the way. So I got my notes here. I hand wrote them out here. And so the debt diary giveaway, it's very simple. The dates for this, the video goes up on February 12th. You're seeing this on Saturday, February 12th. I'm filming it the night before. And so happy Saturday. And it will go 7 days for you to enter on this video only. So the 12th through the 18th, if you comment in the comment section of this video, debt diary, you're entering into the contest. Now you only have to do it once. Multiple times will not get you multiple entries. Just the one time. I'm only going to count it once, so I'll ignore the others. The winner will be announced the next Saturday at 6 p.m. on February 19th. The reason I have it that late is because I usually do it at 6 p.m. So, East Coast, West Coast kind of thing. And also I have a first birthday party that afternoon. Things like that I gotta take care of. So that's going to be awesome. So I'll have that video up and ready to go by 6 p.m. And like I said, all you have to do is comment debt diary. That's it, the name of the book. That is all we're doing. You can add more to your comment if you want, but it has to say debt diary. If it says anything else, I'm not going to accept it. You only comment once. The address that I will be mailing to can only be in the United States. So if it's outside the United States, I'm not going to be able to mail it. I just don't have the funds to mail international. So I do apologize for that. And then within the announcement on the 19th, 2 days from that announcement at 6 p.m., 2 days later, I do need an email from you as the winner. And so we can get correspondence and get the diary to you, because the sooner I can get it to you, the faster you can get into it. And it's set up for a quarterly system, which is awesome. And that way you're not missing out too much time. And yeah, that's all there really is to it. And then please be on a debt payoff journey. I mean, if you're in the middle of a debt payoff journey, this is a great giveaway for you, just to try something, especially if you're struggling and you're just wanting something different or new to work with. This might be the answer for you. And I love how she has it set up. So I will definitely be posting on the video where the winner is. You're the winner. Here's my email address. Contact me. So please contact me as soon as you get that notification, and we will go from there. So I know if I don't hear from you in a couple days, then I will do it again, and that winner will actually get it. So I need to hear from you right away. So that is my rules for the giveaway. And you know what I did not put on here? And I meant to write it and I didn't. I do apologize. I'm looking for my pen. And I have just lost it. I will grab another one. So what I also need, and this I'm going to actually be really strict on, is publicly subscribed. So please be, and I don't know if I wrote that before. I don't think so. Publicly subscribe on YouTube. If you don't know, go check your settings on YouTube. And if you're not normally publicly subscribed, if you can allow it to be public for like a week, when I go to verify all the people here so I can see you in the YouTube studio where it shows where my subscribers are public. If you're private, I'm not going to be able to see it. But if you're public, I'm going to be able to see it. So please be publicly subscribed. That's something I do need to verify so that I don't have somebody else getting the product and, you know, it was just got switched and somebody used your information to contact me and it got all messed up. And I don't want that. I want the person who really needs and wants this product to have this product. So be publicly subscribed so I can take care of that. But this is going to be very important. So that is all the house cleaning assignment that I needed to get done out of the way before we got into this wonderful product. And now on to the best part of this, which is the review and just talking and going on and on about how great this is. So I love the little twine wrapped around it. That's so cool. And as you can tell, I have not opened this at all. All right, so, and then it's got this cute washi in the back. I don't even want to rip the paper. Oh my goodness. Gabby, I love you, girl. This looks amazing. There we go. And the color is just awesome. All right. Let's get this out. So this is the back of the planner. It's got her logo here down at the bottom. It's got these florals. It's bound in this really nice O-ring spiral. And oh my goodness, look how pretty this is. I gotta move some of this light because too much reflection. There we go. All right. Hopefully you can still see it bright enough, good enough. But this is laminated. Oh yeah, look at that. Very nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. She does a better job on this than I do. I'll show you my, if you watch some of my other stuff. Yeah, I don't use as thick a cardstock as she does. Mine's all flexible. Oh, goodness. So she's got quality stuff here. Beautiful florals, the Debt Diary 2022. And let's just open this up. Trimmed really nice and together. And this diary belongs to. Oh, I love this. Oh, so smooth. Love the paper. Love the paper. All right. And she gives you at the beginning here this calendar for the year, all of 2022. Looks amazing, all dated. That way you can kind of see at a glance. You can highlight your paydays on here. If you want to highlight other things like when school's in or out, if you have kids or daycare or whatever, just things you want to kind of make a little note over. And then she has these quotes on a lot of these pages, and I love it. Your decision from today forward will affect not only your life, but also your entire legacy. And think about that. Think how amazing that is, that one decision today can just change the trajectory of your life and the legacy that you really desire and want for you and your family. I mean, that's a beautiful quote. I love that. And it is so true. The one decision I made to jump in and do budgeting and find something that finally worked for me definitely changed the trajectory of where my family is right now, where we're not paycheck to paycheck, and we don't have the anxiety or worries that we once had now that we have a 3-month emergency fund already set up, and we have investments going, and we feel so much safer and secure going forward, even in uncertain times as these. So yeah, way to go. Awesome. So she has about the debt diary, and she just talks about her background and then the instructions. I'm not sure how much of this you really want me to read. I think what I'll do is go ahead and kind of zoom you in so you can really see up close what is written, and I'll kind of highlight what she has said, and then we will look at the different parts of the debt diary. So let me zoom in real quick. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. So about the debt diary. Hello there. First of all, I want to thank you so much for supporting my small business by purchasing the Debt Diary 2022. My name is Gabrielle, and I am passionate about becoming debt-free to live life on your own terms. I created this debt diary with the intention of having one central place to track your debt progress throughout the year. The goal of this debt planner is to assist you with meeting your debt payoff goals for the year. I decided on the name Debt Diary because I feel like debt is a personal topic and there are many emotions that come along with it. Within the pages, you will find many opportunities to express your thoughts and feelings regarding debt, your debt journey. I truly hope the Debt Diary will help you reach your goals for the year. Feel free to follow me on my journey to debt freedom this year on my YouTube channel, Money with Gab. Thank you. And that is so true. That I felt this fired up when I started my YouTube channel and kind of came up with my own stuff. I like budget sheets. I was never a person who wrote feelings down in a diary. Just never was my thing, but I know a lot of people do. And money and debt and things like that are very emotional. And a lot of people process things out when they write things out like this. And so when I saw her do this, I went, that's going to help so many people. And I want to be a part of this. And I want to help her to be a bigger part of this. So this is why I'm doing the giveaway. So you can take something that works for you and apply it to your debt and make it personal, but still have a kind of a pleasant spin on it for yourself. And so here is where, here I will be listing descriptions of how to use each page by title. So you have it says 2020 debt goals. It's 2022, Gabby. So that might be something, a little typo there, but that's okay. This page is used to establish why you come up with your debt payoff goal for 2022. Oh, she corrected it here. And you will answer the series of questions, break your goal out using the SMART method. So this is the SMART method on this page. We'll get to that in a minute. I love the acronym. You can tell military spouses we use acronyms because our husband used acronyms and just shorten things down so everybody would pay attention. And it's great. It's a simple, easy way to keep things organized. And so she has a method over here. You're going to have a debt overview. You're going to have a 2022 debt payoff plan, monthly debt goals, which is awesome. I got stuff I got to move here a second. What else do we have here? Monthly debt tracker, and then quarterly results. Every 3 months you'll kind of tally things up, and then quarterly goals, which you can change. So this is a very well thought out, guided debt payoff journal, but at the same time flexible enough to change your goals and change with the flow of your life and what's going on in your life. So if you can't pay off debt for a short period of time, but then you can pick it up later, it's flexible enough for that. So that's really cool. And then 2022 debt progress tracker, and then year in review. So that's really cool. So our debt goals, and there we go. My desk is only so big, so I'm squeezing it all in here. You put your why. Why do you want to pay off your debt? Do you want to save more for retirement? Are you coming up on those years and you need more for saving? Do you want to pass on a legacy to your children that where you can save money for them and give them a good start when they graduate high school or go off to college? And then also think through how much you want to pay off in 2022. You may have $50,000 worth of debt, but you know realistically you may only be able to get $10,000 to $15,000 paid off. Well, make that your goal. Make it an achievable, attainable goal so you can have the most success possible. And be proud and excited that you did that. And then see what miracles come along the way when you do that. So yeah, that is great to process out in your diary. And then here is the SMART breakdown system, that method she was talking about. So be specific. How much would you like to pay off this year? Make it measurable. Make sure you can, you know, if you can only do $100 a month, then make that measurable. Don't be afraid of the smaller numbers, because all of it adds up in the end. And if you can do larger, that's even better. So just make it attainable, make it measurable. That way you can be successful. That's what the goal is here. Make it attainable and have enough cash flow to complete it. There's so many wonderful, fun savings challenges out there. And if you try to do too many, then you may burn yourself out or cause, it may not be fun anymore, and you can't do that. You want to make it where you have enough cash flow to complete. So when you're doing these activities, make sure you are paying attention to what's attainable and realistic and reasonable for your lifestyle. Whether you have a lot coming in or a little bit coming in, depending on how much has been eaten up by debt, depends on how much, what realistically you can pay. Timely. Is 1 year enough to reach this goal? If not, break it up into a few years. Just write down your thoughts and really process it out. And then final activity is to what is your final 22 debt payoff goal? Now, goals can change at any moment, so don't worry about that. It's okay to change your goal. So the next page you have here is the debt overview. It lists all your debts from least to greatest. So you have a place for your debt, due date, APR, minimum payment, balance, and payoff order. So right here, right off the bat, you get to list as many things as you need. Now, you may only have 5, and that's okay. You may only have 2, and that's okay. Writing it out, seeing it, not just in a monthly statement, but as you're going through your journal, recognize that every time you flip through that is a real thing, and it's not just something you look at once a month, that you look at frequently, puts it in the forefront of your mind of that you want to pay it off. You can if you have a couple car payments or car loans, you can put your car loans, you can put your mortgage, you can put your credit cards, you can put school loans. You can break down your school loans by the years you took out the loans. I know a lot of people did that. Sometimes when you go in the system to see and say I know mine was about $350 a month for my school loans, but it went to 11 different loans. So I just kind of broke them down by A, B, C, D, and I knew which ones were which. And if I was targeting a specific loan, then I could do all that information here. So there's so many things you can use this for. There's plenty of lines for all of it. And then at the bottom, you do have the totals And I love this little Money with Gab logo at the bottom. That's so cute. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. There we go. It's right there. So anyways, if it's blurry, I do apologize. So here we go. Next thing we have on this page is your debt payoff plan. And this is done by the month. So she has the months listed and they're by each quarter. And what you can do is January, February, March, you can each month make a goal and what you actually did. Make a goal and what you actually did. So that way, as you're going through, you can see your success month to month. And at the end, you can see what your debt snowball total was. And you can do it by quarter. So you have your first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. And I think that's really good. Breaking it in small, manageable chunks really does make a difference if you're just focused on those areas. So there's this. Make sure I'm on the screen here. January debt goals. So then now you're getting into the actual month you're working in. So January's already over, and that's okay. Go ahead and use this as a practice run. Use this as, it's okay to be messy on this page because this month is over, or keep it neat and backtrack on what you did on January. Instead of making the goal, find out what debts you did target, and then your thoughts and feelings and how much you were able to actually do. I like to, and if you watch, I have a couple channels. So I have the budget channel and then I have a scripture writing channel. And when I scripture write, I actually write two different scriptures. One is part of the scripture writing plan, but the other one is like a warm-up scripture that's a verse of the day in like YouVersion. So this could be like a warm-up way of getting you ready for the other ones. Just taking the information you already have and building your confidence in writing in the book. And I love this quote: your financial future will be brighter than your past. When you're doing a debt payoff journey, your past doesn't exist anymore. But if you're paying off debt, yeah, and you're not taking on more debt, guess what? Your financial future will definitely be brighter, whether it's $5 brighter more or $5,000 brighter more. It doesn't matter. It's brighter, and you get to measure it out. And she has the percentage method here. You can take that total amount that you're targeting and then see how well you did. So you get to measure not just every month, but I do think you get to measure over the entire year. So let's see what the journal has for us next. Now we're moving on to this page, the January debt tracker. The first one, I think, is all your debts. That's just a debt overview. But this one, you may be making minimum payments. Let's say you have 2 car loans and 4 credit cards you're trying to pay off. If you are targeting in January, let's say 2 of your 4 credit cards, you can put 2 of your 4 you can put all 6 debts here, but then you track and you put the minimum payments that you have to make to be current on your debts. And then you can track the snowball payments on the ones like the 1 or 2 credit cards you're adding extra payments to. And that will be your debt, your start, your minimum, and then any additional payments, and then the end. So you can actually put additional payments to all your debts, a little bit to all of them. You can put them all to 1. I recommend snowball method. That's what worked for me really well, doing the smallest one to the largest and not really paying attention to the APR, but you do what you want to do and what works for you and your family. So that is what you can do here, and plenty of room for any extras you have to put on there. You have your total, principal paid, interest paid, total paid, and total percent of debt. These numbers will kind of give you an idea, and as they fluctuate month to month, that can definitely be a positive encouragement as you see these numbers change, where total debt paid off goes up and starts disappearing, and you are paying less interest and more is being paid to the actual amount and bringing down the loans. It's such a huge motivator. It's really, really awesome. So I still remember what it felt like to do that, and oh my goodness. So we have the same thing in February, the quote here. So you got your February debt goals. Slow progress is still progress. $5 is still $5, and if it paid it down, it paid it down. So you got your debt tracker, just like the other one. And then March, the new, I know I'm making you dizzy doing all this. The new quote is, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. And if you don't get started, you'll never get ahead. You will always be stuck in one place. So let's see here. That's the March debt goals, and then the March debt tracker, and then your quarter one results. And it just repeats as you go through each quarter. So you have January, February, March, total paid. Did you complete your goal? You can check that off. And then reflections. This is so important because even if you didn't get your goals, you may have had an emergency or like a car accident, or, which God forbid nobody has one of those, please, or some kind of thing that is just really kind of holding you back and you couldn't do the accomplishments. But you can be proud of what you actually did accomplish in a month, even with adversity going on in your life and difficulty. You can still reflect back and go, you know what? It's going to be okay. I can do this next quarter. I can do this next quarter. I can do this next quarter. And you just keep moving forward. And then quarter two goals and your goal amount, your actuals, your debt, and you just keep moving forward. April, we're just going to go through the quotes here. And start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. That is awesome. I love that. Every time you borrow money, you are taking from your future self. I love that quote. That is so cool. It reminds me of something I kind of came up with when I was working on something. I was listening to a pastor, and he said, you can reap a future financial harvest if you can keep yourself out of debt. And I thought, that is brilliant. Who wouldn't want a future financial harvest? That's what this is talking about. This is talking about your future self. You know, don't want to take that harvest away that, you know, you could have for you and your family. So this is May debt goals. Let's see here. This is June debt goals. Sacrifice today will yield great results tomorrow. That's that financial harvest you want. You want to be able to have when you go in your retirement years. You want to be able to harvest what you can. And that, I love that. It goes right into that. And then quarter two results and the months, reflections, and then going right into quarter three. And then you have your debt payoff goals, your target debt, again, your thoughts and feelings as you go along. You need to process your thoughts and feelings. You can't not process them when you're going through debt because it is very emotional and it can take a toll on you. So find an accountability partner. Have your spouse be with you on this. Have a friend, somebody that can kind of cheer you on and just guide you through this process. I think it's extremely valuable to have somebody that can definitely say, you can keep moving forward. There's always another day to do this. This is July, and you got the debt tracker over here. And the quote here, we're just going to go July, August, and September's quotes. You can't get out of debt while keeping the same lifestyle that got you there. Real truth right there. Real truth. You can't keep spending borrowed money and thinking you'll get out of debt. It doesn't work that way. I've kind of learned the hard way on that one. I put my family and I got into, well, I should say family. I should say my husband and I got ourselves into $60,000 debt twice. And we had to dig ourselves out twice. And we've stayed out this last time. This is August's quote. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. So if you do things like savings challenges, that's what I'm thinking of, savings challenges, or if you do like Transfer Tuesday, if you watch Pennies Not Perfection, that's a really good channel too, but or any of those other channels that talk about budgeting and doing small attainable goals to keep moving forward. The consistency is how some people were able to save $10,000 to get a used car, where they were able to save or to pay off $100,000 of school loans in 2 years or something like that. So you just never know what those small consistencies are going to be and you need. So that's August. This is September. When you don't have debt, your money can do anything it wants to. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. When you don't have debt, your money can do anything you want it to. That is so true. I mean, if you watched any of my videos, you know I'm sitting here constantly going, okay, what do I do with the money I have? Okay, I plan out my bills. I plan out my spending categories. And then I go, okay, what's left? Now I got to decide, okay, here recently, my husband has been deployed as a civilian contractor, and while he was gone, he gets overtime money. I methodically went through and made decisions on what was best for our family and savings, and saved more than he made in overtime in the savings. I was very intentional and purposeful, and we got to save it the way we wanted to do with it. And we're going to get to spend some of that in order to get the things we want. So that's really cool. That's September's quote. And then you go to your quarter 3, July, August, September. And then you move on to quarter 4 starting in October. So there's still a lot of the year left. We're only in February. You'll get this before the end of February, hopefully. And you can start using this right away. Like I said, the first couple months that have already kind of passed, you can use to practice and use your old numbers to kind of figure out where the information's coming from and how to use the diary. And then as you're going forward, you just keep building up the routine. The routine of writing it down is where I think the biggest success comes from. Not just transferring into savings or anything, but writing it down and making yourself aware, because what your brain does not know, your heart's not going to understand, and those feelings aren't going to change. So you need to really contemplate and sit and just kind of focus on it a little bit. And that's what this diary does. It helps you process it out. Don't give up what you want most for what you want now. So you may want something now, but don't give up what you want most. What you want now may not get you to where you want, what you want later the most. And that little bit of sacrifice sometimes can make a big difference. So that's October. November, it always seems impossible until it's done. And oh, that is so true. There were times I thought it was going to be impossible to get all the debt paid off. But once it was paid off, thank the Lord, because it's gone, and I've been able to keep it pretty much gone ever since. I haven't taken on any new debt, and we have been rocking and rolling ever since. So I just pray we keep staying in that way. And December, this is the last month in the quarter, and this one is, today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. Again, measurable goals. Your goals are here. Your tracking is on this page over here. And just writing it out like a diary. Quarter 4 results. Gosh, I cannot talk tonight, guys. Do apologize. And reflections and wins. Those are the most important areas, I think, and will help you in your progress. So the 2022 debt progress tracker. Oops, I'm going to get down a little further here. Your debt, your goals. And then here's another measurable for the entire debt, and it's in percentages, 10% to 100% on this thermometer. And you can write out the amount right here. She already has the dollar sign for you, and you just divide it in between, divide it by these percentages. And yeah, I loved doing this. I love doing this. I did this with my emergency fund, for my 3-month emergency fund, and I used a mason jar instead of a thermometer. So that's really cool. What else has she got in here? Let's see, a year in review. This is going to be the game changer, especially if you can't do all your budget payoff, or not budget, your debt payoff in a year. You can take and see the progress you were able to make and decide, did I overextend and make too high of a goal and should have had a lower goal? Did I not make a high enough goal and I paid more than I realized and just did not know and realize how that was going to turn out. Things like that. Just kind of play around with when you're doing your first year. You just kind of review and look back. So what your wins were, if there was anything to improve on, which we can always improve on, and then plan going forward. So if you could not complete it in a year, what can you do going forward? What excited you most? What were the wins that worked this year that you can apply to next year? This is such a great guided debt journal, that debt payoff journal, that debt diary. Jeez, I cannot talk. This is such a great guided system for a debt payoff journey that you don't really have to think too hard on how to set it up for yourself, but it's flexible enough that you can make it your own and really achieve all the goals you want to achieve with it. I love that. I love that. You're not locked in. You make it unique for yourself, but still you are guided as you go along. And I thought that was just absolutely phenomenal. Some of these pages and stuff that you can get, and even in my pages, they're pretty locked in. You kind of have to go with that kind of flow. So this is set up perfectly for this. Note pages, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pages. So I'm going to zoom us out so you can see these note pages all full screen, and I will start closing out this video. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. So the note pages, like I said, these are the last few pages in the back of the book. There's 6 pages to write notes and just put your thoughts down, your feelings down, do some math on there, whatever you need to do. I love it. The pages turn great. The paper quality is amazing. The print is really good, and she did an excellent job. If my dust would quit showing up on it. She did an excellent job with this book, and I just love how it turned out. And having it in 3/4 and monthly, and just resetting your mind each month on what your goals need to be, and having an inspiring quote, I think is just phenomenal. So I'm super excited to support my friend and her channel and this product, and I really hope that this is something that if you are looking for a way to inspire you to pay off debt, and a journal like this, a diary type of debt payoff would work best for you. I think this is a great way to do it. And I really hope that if you really are interested in this, put in the comments below, like I said, Debt Diary, which is the name of the book. She has this in a physical form that you can order. You can get it in digital form from her Etsy shop. I will also link that in the description box, and her channel. So just check out all the things, but go ahead and enter into this contest, and in a week I will announce the winner, and we will get to celebrate whoever wins this particular debt diary for 2022. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around.